Welcome to another live session from Tiju's Academy. Once again, Vineet and Vijayan. I hope I am audible too, guys. If I am not audible, please let me a message. Okay. So the previous sessions, we were discussing about the writing task 2 and different topics related to the writing task 2, IELTS writing task 2, how to write an essay, and the basic things we should take into consideration while we attend the writing task 2. How to write an effective introduction, how to write, how to analyze a question, then paraphrasing, some of the connective words, everything we have discussed. So today we are going to discuss about the topic language. Okay, fine. What is a topic language? So before that, how do you get an IELTS score of 7 or higher? Most of the students are having this problem, and most of the students are saying so actually we are getting only 6 and 6.5. We have tried a lot and we have attended a couple of times, but still the writing score is in the point of 6 and 6.5. We are not getting an improvement on writing task 2 in the score. So one of the most important keys to get a high score is you can see it's not about the grammar. So imagine that if you are well proficient in the grammar, you can construct a sentence without any grammatical errors, and you can construct a complex sentence structure, and you can write a compound complex structure. Everything is fine, but unless if you have all these benefits and all these benefits, you have to consider one thing. Because it is not your use of the words like moreover or in addition. We can write a sentence, we can construct sentence, everything is fine, but you have to be very careful that unless you have a topic sentence or a topic point, because I have already mentioned that different types of questions are coming from different types of areas, like generalized areas. Most of the students are lacking this particular idea generation. In each and every questions, they are asking different types of topics related to the happenings around the world or the happenings around us. So we should have a proper general knowledge, or we should have a proper idea about those topics before attending that particular essay. Okay, so to get a high score, you need to use good topic language. For example, words and phrases are not related to the question topic. You need good ideas in order to answer the question well. For example, we have discussed about the globalization. What are the advantages and disadvantages of globalization? Unless you are not well aware about what is globalization, you can't write the advantages and disadvantages. That's a major problem here. So we have to be very proficient in these types of topics. Okay, for example, you can see before that spend more time preparing that than testing. So here this is a tip before you can take into consideration before attending the writing task 2. So when you test yourself, you find out what your level is, but you do not learn anything new. You will not improve if you only write test essays. Before writing an essay, study the topic and prepare your ideas, opinions, and vocabulary. So before agreeing with a statement or before disagreeing with a statement, you should have a proper knowledge about that particular topic. Why I agree with the statement and why should I disagree with the statement? Otherwise, your essay won't deliver the exact idea to the examiner. Okay, fine. For example, how to generate topic ideas. For example, here is a topic is general mobile phones. So mobile phone is a common topic most of the time we can see in the writing task 2. So here see some of the points related to the mobile phone. The mobile phone is the most popular gadgets in today's world. It's a common idea that without mobile phones we can't survive in this technological era, right? The second idea is we can stay in touch with family, friends, and colleagues wherever we are. So it is eliminating the geological barriers between people. So we can connect with the people, those who are abroad. We can connect the people even in our hometown, and we can call them, we can see them. Everything can be possible through these mobile phones. And the third point is users can send text messages, surf the internet, take photos, and listen to music. So in the previous years, before the arrival of mobile phones, there were different types of gadgets for achieving these different types of tasks. But nowadays we can do everything on this mobile phone, because we can text message, we can call the others, we can use the internet, we can take photos, we can see videos, everything we can do through this mobile phone. And the next one is mobile phone. Mobiles have also become fashion accessories. So it's a part of the social status nowadays, as we can see. For example, Apple iPhone. There is a wide range of fan base for Apple iPhone, and people are considering it as a not only an asset, it is considering it as a part of the social status they are having. And also, mobile phones have revolutionized the way we communicate. So how it revolutionized the way we communicate. Before the invention of mobile phones, people were having a face-to-face interaction, and or in order to communicate, they were using telegrams, mails, all those things people were using before the arrival of mobile phones. But nowadays, all those methods were time-consuming, and all those methods were costly. But compared to those methods, mobile phones are cheaper and easy and convenient. It is fast compared than the other mode of communication. So these are the benefits. These are the topics we have to generate related to the mobile phone. Okay. So by linking these ideas and adding few things, we can write a paragraphs. So I have given some of the ideas related to that particular mobile phone. Some mobile phones in a related ideas ആണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നത്. So ആ ഐഡിയാസിനെ എല്ലാം നമ്മളൊരു പാരഗ്രാഫിലേക്ക് എത്തുമ്പോൾ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു പാരഗ്രാഫിലേക്ക് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ, വി ക്യാൻ സീ ലൈക്ക് ദിസ്. ദ മൊബൈൽ ഫോൺ ഹാസ് ബിക്കം ദ മോസ്റ്റ് പോപ്പുലർ ഗാഡ്ഗറ്റ് ഇൻ ടുഡേയ്സ് വേൾഡ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇന്നത്തെ പ്രസൻറ്റ് സിനാരിയോയിൽ മൊബൈൽ ഫോൺസ് ആർ ദ മോസ്റ്റ് പോപ്പുലർ ഗാഡ്ഗറ്റ്. So we have given an introduction related to that. And the next sentence is, the reason for this is that it is portable and versatile. So portable and versatile means, so we can carry it anywhere, and versatile means it is a unique one compared to other electronic gadgets, because I already mentioned that we can do different types of tasks through this mobile phones. We don't need to carry different electronic gadgets. We don't need to carry a camera, we don't need to carry a laptop, we don't need to carry a television, or even we don't need to carry anything with it. We can do everything in this mobile phone. And the next sentence is, mobile phones are now carried at all times by most people, allowing us to stay in touch with family, friends and colleagues wherever we are. So we can connect with the people, we can call others, we can make video calls, we can send messages. Even business people are closing their business deals with the mobile phones. So that's the major benefits mobile phones are providing. Furthermore, they now have many more functions than a standard telephone. Mobile phones uses scan, send text messages of the internet, take photos and listen to music, as well as making calls. Mobile phones as well as making mobile phones. So these are the benefits. So these are the things we can do while we have a mobile phone. We can text messages, we can call others, everything we can do through this mobile phone. So the next one is, mobiles have become fashion accessories, and they have revolutionized the way we communicate. So as I earlier mentioned, it is a part of the social status, and people are keeping this mobile phone, and they are using this mobile phone for not only for their needs, and they are considering it as a part of their social status. Okay, so it has changed the way, or revolutionized the way we communicate. We can feel the changes that are happened in this communication field after the arrival of mobile phones, after the use of mobile phones. Okay, fine. So next we are going to look into some of the topic language, most common ideas. So majority of the students are having this problem, that how to generate ideas when they receive a particular question related to a particular topic. So how to generate the ideas, that's a major problem students are facing nowadays, because if we can't generate a topic language or a particular idea related to a topic, we cannot deliver the exact idea to the examiner. That's a major problem. So try to improve your general language in order to create topic languages or ideas related to a particular scenario. So you have to improve your general knowledge. Along with your English language improvement, you have to be very careful with the general knowledge improvement also. So try to read the newspapers, try to surf on the internet, and try to watch some television news. Everything will help to improve your general knowledge. Okay, fine. For example, advertising. So advertising is a major section or major set of questions we can expect from especially from the IDP and the writing task too. So we can see different types of questions we can expect except from the topic advertising. So we can see different what are the positives of advertisement, negatives of advertisement, how it is affecting the people, and how advertisements are targeting on children, how we can tackle it, and do you believe that advertisements are making people more lazier, and are these advertisements forcing the people to buy the products actually they don't need? അങ്ങനെ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ടൈപ്സ് ഓഫ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കും, അഡ്വർടൈസ്മെൻറ്റ്സിനെ റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും. സോ ദീസ് ആർ സം ഓഫ് ദ പോസിറ്റീവ്സ് ഓഫ് അഡ്വർടൈസ്മെൻറ്റ്സ്. ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദിസ്. അഡ്വർടൈസിംഗ് ഈസ് എ കീ പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് മോഡേൺ ബിസിനസ്. So advertising is a tool people are, or especially the business people are using to attract the people. So advertisements can be considered as a connecting bridge between the manufacturers and the consumers. So they are linking these manufacturers or the business people are using these advertisements to give knowledge to the people about their products, about their services and their updates. Everything they are giving and everything they are communicating through this advertisements. So it's a key part of the modern business. Companies need to tell customers about their products and services. I already mentioned people are getting the knowledge about the products and services and the updates and their upcoming products. Everything people are getting through this advertisement. So the next one is advertisements inform us about the choice we have. So advertisements enable the people to have a choice in every areas, in their consumer goods, in their services, everywhere people can have a choice because they can choose different types of products from a wide variety of products after comparing it. So these advertisements help them to compare the products. Okay. And the next one is advertising is a creative industry that employs many people. So we all are aware that advertisements is an employment sector giving many jobs and job opportunities to people. There are the wide varieties of chances for creative people. And the next one is without advertising we would have less choice. Yes, it's about the second point. If we don't have advertisements, if there is no advertisements, the choices are comparatively less. Then advertising is a form of modern art. So modern art means advertisements, creative advertisements are attracting people. So we can see different types of advertisements through the social media, television, everywhere. Creative advertisements are attracting the people. So the manufacturers and the companies and the business people, corporates are trying to give some attractive advertisements to their customers. Okay, fine. So the people enjoy advertisements. It's a part of the creative advertisements. So if the advertisements are catchy and attractive, people will definitely enjoy it, and this may lead or force that particular customer to that particular product. Okay, fine. So we have discussed the positives of advertisements. Along with that, we should discuss the negatives of advertisements. The first one is advertising manipulates people. So advertising manipulates people means sometimes these people or these advertisements are giving false ideas or the improper ideas related to a particular topic or a particular product and misleading the customers to buy that particular product. Okay. And the second one is it aims to persuade people that buying a product will make them happier. It aims to persuade because the aim of these advertisements is to force a customer to buy that particular product or service in any way. So they are trying to catch the attention of customers, and they are they are improving or they are increasing the intention of that particular customer to buy that product. So that's the thing they have discussed here. It aims to persuade the people, to influence the people that buying a product will make them happier, and they will force them to believe that if I buy that particular product, definitely I will be happier. Okay, and the next one is advertisers focus on selling a brand image. So brand image means brand image is particularly mainly related to the multinational companies. We can see different types of branded products are available in the market. So these advertisements are maintaining a brand image in in the society and make the people believe that if they have this product, definitely it will be very beneficial for you. That's these advertisements are actually doing. The next one is we now live in a consumer culture. So what is a consumer culture? So consumer culture means people are very intended to buy different types of products. So whatever be in the market with the influence of advertisements and consumerism, people are very much intended to buy the products in the markets, even that product is not beneficial for them. They are simply purchasing them. So that's the thing they have given here. And the next one is we are persuaded to follow the latest trend. The trends are changing day by day in the set of, especially in the field of fashion. The trends are changing day by day. So, and we are forced to follow the trends, and we have to purchase the things or the goods according to the changes in the trend. So that will make the people, or that will cost a lot of money for the people. And the next one is we are encouraged to associate certain brands with a higher status. So it's as I mentioned earlier, it's a part of the social status, and people will automatically move on to this branded products, and they gradually believe that it is a part of the social status. Then advertising often aim their marketing at children. So this is a major concern almost all the people are having nowadays. Advertisements are targeting on children, and they are trying to sell certain products and services which are popular among the children, especially some chocolates, toys, all those things. And the next one is children can easily be influenced by advertisements. So that's a common thing. If they have seen some catchy and creative advertisements, especially acted by their famous or their familiar cartoon characters, children will easily attract to that particular advertisements. Children put pressure on parents to buy them things. That's a common thing. Children, after watching these advertisements, children may force their parents to buy that particular topic, okay, particular goods or a particular toy or any food items, okay. So we can see some of the opinions about advertisements here. Okay, so advertising should be regulated. So these are the opinions related to the effects of advertisements. Advertisements ഒരു പരിധി വരെ regulate ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് some people are saying that the advertisements should be regulated. And the next opinion is advertising aimed at children should be controlled or even banned. It should not, the government should not let these advertisers to target children, or if they have done these types of doing these types of activities, definitely the government should ban them. Okay. Unhealthy food should not be marketed in the way that attracts children. So especially that's related to the healthy condition, especially obesity. Nowadays, many teenagers are having, or the children are having the problem of obesity because of the unhealthy life habits, especially the usage of what we can say fast foods or unhealthy foods. So that should also be banned. Then products that can be risk to health should display warnings. For example, the tobacco products, we already have a warning in that particular products, tobacco, liquor, all those things. Then in some countries it is illegal to advertise cigarettes on television. So many of the countries, especially I think it's in India also, so we cannot see the advertisements of cigarettes to an extent where in the കുറച്ച് നാൾ മുമ്പ് വരെ നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ സാധിച്ചു. Nowadays, I don't think nowadays we can see the advertisement because the government of India is de-promoting the use of the alcohols and the tobacco. Then warnings must be displayed on cigarette packets. Cigarette packets എന്താണ് warnings ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം. However, advertising is necessary in free market economics. However, എന്നാൽ advertising is necessary in free economies, free market economies. Advertising should be free. That means advertisement should not cost too much, because in these economies a sale should be conducted. ഒരു സെയിൽ നടക്കണമെങ്കിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു മാർക്കറ്റ് ലൈവ് ആണെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? ഫ്രീ മാർക്കറ്റ് എക്കണോമീസിൽ അഡ്വർടൈസിങ് വളരെ എന്താണ് നെസസറി ആണ് എന്നൊരു കാര്യം പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. Then it creates demand for products. Obviously, advertisements, when people have seen this advertisement, definitely they will seek for this particular product, and it will create a demand of that particular thing. Then government should only censor false information or products that are harmful. There should be a censorship for the advertisements also. The government should watch, or the government should censor or check whether there is any harmful information or false information that are harmful for the society or harmful for the people. It should be removed from that particular advertisement. Okay. So the next topic is crime. So crime is also an important topic. So the related some of the related topics are police and crime prevention. So we can see the job of the police is to catch criminals. It's obviously the duty of the police is to catch the criminals. And the next one is they must also prevent crime and make communities safer. And it's a duty of that people, it is a duty of the police is to prevent crimes in the society, and also they should safeguard the communities. Then there should be an increase in the number of police officers in the street. The number of police officers should be increased in the street, because many crimes are happening in the streets. Gang fights, the fight between teenagers, the fight between public, or everything is happening in the street. So there should be the attention of the people should be increased. Attention of the police should be increased in the streets by doubling or by increasing the number of policemen. The next one is police officers should be seen as part of the community. So that's a thing that because people are having in certain areas or in certain countries, people are having a distance between the people are keeping a distance with the police officers. So that should be revoked, because they should be considered as a part of the community. Then those people those policemen can work more efficiently, and they can safeguard their community. Then they should be involved with education and prevention. They should be involved with education and prevention. That means education and prevention means the prevention of crimes, and also the education of how to education means how to reduce the crime. So the police officers can they can advise the teenagers or advise the people about the consequences of having a crime, and they can also give the information about the consequences they will face in the future, and also how the societies will treat them. Everything can be delivered by these police people to the public. So that will be very beneficial to reduce the crime rates. Then the police should be in a close contact with the schools. Importantly, police should have an access with the schools at every time, and the school management should create a connection or create a healthy connection between the police, and the police should be aware about the happenings around the schools and also inside the school. Then they should focus on young people who have dropped out of school. So that's because the crime rate, because majority of the people who have dropped out from their school may lead to these types of illegal activities, and there are chances that these people can coordinate some criminal activities. So the police should police should give some more attention on this dropped out teenagers. Then these teenagers may become involved with the gangs. So gang fights and gang wars are the major problem nowadays the society is facing. So these people should, if they have dropped out of the school, the police should follow them, and police should let their parents that particular student has revoked or dropped out the school. So it's a duty of that particular policeman. Okay, fine. The next one is punishments and prisons. So as we know, the punishment, crime, prisons are related, and fines are used as punishment for minor crimes. So for example, traffic violations or a simple brawl between the teenagers. For all these crimes, simple fines are implementing, and also if the crime is more serious, prison is the most common punishment. സോ ആ ക്രൈം റേറ്റിൻ്റെ ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റി അനുസരിച്ച് നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് വളരെ ഇൻറ്റൻസീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ക്രൈം ആണെങ്കിൽ prison ആണ് ഏറ്റവും നല്ലൊരു പണിഷ്മെൻറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ ക്രിമിനൽസ് pose a threat to the society. So criminals are creating a threat to the society, so it should be taken into consideration. So then they are put in prison to ensure the safety of other citizens. So in order to ensure the safety of other people, the government should take initiatives to put these criminals behind the bars to ensure the safety of the public. Okay. Then negatives of persons. There are also some negatives also. Criminals are put together. So that is another major problem. If they gather together or these criminals are with different types of mindsets and different types of skills, if they gather together, that will be a major issue. Okay. Then they make friends with other offenders. So the friend circle will be increased. If the criminals are getting in touch with other criminals, the friends circles will be enlarged, and that will also be a threat to the society. Then many prisoners reoffend when they are released. Ex-offenders are committing crimes again and again because even after they discharged, after they released from the prison, so they are having a contact, and definitely they will commit the crimes again. A criminal record makes finding a job more difficult. So that's a thing related to the ex-offenders. If they have released from the jail, when they try for a job, definitely this prison record or the criminal record may reject their job application. Okay, fine. Then next one is rehabilitation. So rehabilitation is means a measure that the government authorities should take to rehabilitate or to reinstate these particular criminals. Another aim of prisons is rehabilitation, to change the people, change the mindset of people by giving different advice, and also by giving different programs or career guidance program, everything. Then prisoners receive education of vocational training. So most of the prisoners are having a job nowadays inside the prison. They are doing different types of activities, some works like carpentry works, creating food, and selling the food, and also they are having some sort of agriculture, farming, everything is inside the prison. Then prisoners should learn personal skills and specific job skills. Once they have released from the prison, they should find a job. So this this personal skills and specific job skills may help them to find a job. Then punishment could make prisoners' behavior worse. നമുക്കറിയാം പണിഷ്മെൻറ്റ് കൂടുന്തോറും എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും. If they give more severe punishment, that may worsen the behavior of that particular criminal. Then rehabilitation aims to make them better citizens. So they are trying to make these criminals to a better citizen who is very beneficial to the society. Then rehabilitated prisoners are less likely to reoffend. So the chances of reoffense is comparatively very less if they are rehabilitated. Okay. Then capital punishment. Supporters say that capital punishment deterrents crime. Capital punishment means death punishment or so lifetime imprisonments, all those things. Fear of the death penalty stops people from committing offenses. If they like their life, people won't do the criminal activities. The death penalty shows that crime is not tolerated. It will give a warning to the people, those who are committing the crime. Then it's a form of revenge. So you cannot take that particular point into a wider section. Then the next point is the cost of imprisonment is avoided. So in order to imprison a particular criminal, the government has to bear a lot of expenses like his food, his health, and everything, his dress, everything should be paid by the government. So we can avoid that. The offender cannot pose a threat to others. No longer he will be a threat for the society. The next one is gender. So the gender and education. So we can see Men and women should have access to the same education opportunities. They are saying about the gender equality. The next one is males and females should be accepted onto courses according to their abilities. So, without checking the ability according to their abilities, the authorities or the universities or the education institutions should consider the ability of that particular candidate without considering he or she is a male or female. Okay, it is wrong to discriminate against students because of their gender. So gender discrimination is very wrong, especially the students who want to continue their higher studies. Gender should be irrelevant in education. There is no role for gender in education. It should be equal for both the genders. Students' achievements should depend on hard work and individual merit. ഒരു കുട്ടി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് അച്ചീവ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? ഷുഡ് ബി ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ഓൺ ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ആൻഡ് ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽ മെരിറ്റ്. സോ ആ ഒരു കുട്ടിയുടെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അച്ചീവ്മെൻ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്തായിരിക്കണം? ഇറ്റ് ഷുഡ് ബി ബേസ്ഡ് ഓൺ ദ ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ മെരിറ്റിലും ഹാർഡ് വർക്കിലും ആയിരിക്കണം എന്ത് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, അവരുടെ ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ അച്ചീവ്മെൻറ്റിനെ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. Then in the UK, there are similar numbers of male and female students in higher education. So, for example, in the UK, there are similar numbers of males and females. They are providing equal opportunity or the equal number of seats for both the males and females. Okay, and Rajesh Vijay, good morning Rajesh, and Aishwarya Sandeep, good morning Aishwarya. Then gender and work. So the gender discrimination in the workplace. So you can see men and women should have access to the same professional opportunities. We were discussing about the education, but here we are discussing about the work. In the work site or in the work field also, the gender discrimination should not be allowed. Both men and women should be able to pursue a career. Both these people have the right to pursue their career. So they should earn equal salaries. In the case of salary or in the case of remuneration also, they should be considered equal. They should be employed according to their abilities, qualifications and experience. When an employer is seeking for an employee, he should give more priority to the ability of a candidate, the qualification and also the experience, not the gender. Then, traditionally, women have been restricted in certain roles, in certain areas. In the traditionally or in the previous about now, I think nowadays there is no discrimination for doing any types of jobs. Especially females are doing some of the jobs that have been done by the males for a long time. Then traditionally, they were often employed as secretaries or receptionists. So some of the employers are not giving some hard jobs, or some jobs are some needs more attention. They won't give these types of jobs. They usually give the jobs like receptionist or secretaries, all these things. It should be changed. Nowadays, a range of occupations is available in both sexes. The job opportunities are comparatively very higher than the previous years. Then career success depends on individual merit. So when they are succeeding in their career, depends on the individual, the merit of that particular individual, or the performance, or the contribution that they are giving to that particular company should be taken into consideration. Okay. Then, so women's and men's role in family, the gender and the family. So you can see some people argue that a mother should not work. It's a traditional idea. It should not be allowed. And the next one is she should stay at home and bring up her children. It's a duty of the mother to bring up their children. It's also a traditional idea. Okay, we should revoke it. The father should be the breadwinner of the family. Not necessary. It's a traditional idea that the father should be the chief earning member of the family. Fine. Others believe that both parents should share these responsibilities. A group of people believe that it's a duty, equal responsibility of the parents, the father and the mother, to share the responsibilities and to make their children bring up. Okay. Then working women can take maternity leave during and after pregnancy, during the maternity, during the pregnancy time, and after the pregnancy time, they have the right to take maternity leave. It's a right of that particular employee. Then many mothers continue to work after this period. So many of the parent mothers are continued to us, the working mothers. We can see a lot of working mothers having who are in higher positions in different companies. Then many fathers and mothers share their parenting and domestic responsibilities. So they are sharing their responsibilities for making growing up their children, making food for their children, and teaching their children, and entertaining the children. Everything these fathers and mothers are sharing nowadays. They contribute equally to child care, cooking, and cleaning, that I mentioned earlier. Then some women may have better career prospects than their husbands. So career prospects are basically depend on the quality, the education, the experience, and the merit of an individual. It may be higher when compared to the career prospect of a husband. Okay. Then traditional gender roles are gradually changing. The traditional gender roles, these are the traditional gender roles, as I already mentioned earlier. Some people argue that the mother should not work, they should stay at home, father is a chief breadwinner. All these ideas should be revoked and changed, because the society is changing, because this present society is giving equal importance to both the males and females. Then the families can divide roles and responsibilities in the most convenient way. So it's flexibility. If the mother is working, the father should take the responsibility of that family. Vice versa, families can divide their roles, and they are dividing the roles and improving the life standards of those people. Okay. Yes. So these are the major topics related to the things we have discussed about. 3 topics. The first one is advertisements. The positives of advertising, and the negatives of advertising, then opinions about advertising, and the next one is crime, the police and the crime prevention, and punishments and prison, then negatives of prisons, and what are the points related to the rehabilitation of these criminals, and also about the capital punishment. And finally, we have gone through the gender and education, and the next one is gender and work, and the final one is women's and men's role in the society. Okay, so these ideas, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാനിവിടെ ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത ഐഡിയാസ് എല്ലാം വളരെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ബെനിഫിഷ്യൽ. ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടൊരു ടോപ്പിക്കിനെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. സോ ദീസ് ഐഡിയാസ് ക്യാൻ ബി ഗ്യാതേർഡ് ഫ്രം ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് സോഴ്സസ്. നിങ്ങൾ സ്ഥിരമായിട്ട് IELTSന് ചോദിക്കുന്ന ചില പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ടോപ്പിക്കുകളുണ്ട്. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ അഡ്വർടൈസ്മെൻറ്റ് ചോദിച്ച ക്രൈംസ്, ജെൻഡർ, പിന്നെ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ, പിന്നെ ഹെൽത്ത് കെയർ, ഇൻഫ്രാസ്ട്രക്ചർ, റോഡ്സ്, പിന്നെ പെട്രോൾ പ്രൈസ്, പിന്നെ ഫോസിൽ ഫ്യൂവൽസ്. ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള ഏരിയാസിൽ നിന്നെല്ലാം നിങ്ങളുടേതായ ഒരു ഐഡിയാസ് നിങ്ങൾ ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് റിലേറ്റഡ് ടോപ്പിക്കുകൾ നിങ്ങൾ ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് വെക്കുക. ആ ടൈമിൽ അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി വെരി ബെനിഫിഷ്യൽ ഫോർ യു വൈൽ യു അറ്റൻഡ് ദ റൈറ്റ് ടാസ്ക് ടു. ബിക്കോസ് ഐഡിയ ജനറേഷന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ആർ ലൂസിങ് ദെയർ ടൈം. സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക, ഒരു ഐഡിയ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തന്നെ ഒരു അവയർനെസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, ഒരു ബേസിക് അവയർനെസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, യു ഡോണ്ട് നീഡ് ടു വറി, യു ഡോണ്ട് നീഡ് ടു സ്പെൻഡ് അഡീഷണൽ ടൈം ടു ജനറേറ്റ് ഐഡിയാസ്, ബിക്കോസ് യു ഗൈസ് ആർ ഓൾറെഡി അവെയർ അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ് പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ഐഡിയ. സോ യു ക്യാൻ directly write, you can go to the writing task 2, you don't need to tension. Okay, so ഇത്തരത്തിൽ ഐഡിയാസ് ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുക. ഐഡിയാസ് ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെ ബെനിഫിഷ്യൽ ആയിരിക്കും എക്സാമിന്. ഓക്കെ, ഫൈൻ. So I hope this session was very beneficial for you guys. If you have any doubts or if you have any queries related to writing task 2, so please contact Tiju's Academy Tiruvalla, and we are here to help you. So I think in the upcoming sessions also we can discuss more about the writing task 2. So today this session was session was beneficial for you. So thank you all for joining me in the live. This is Vineet and Vijayan signing out. Thank you.